head, and there he goes. Fist gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just gonna line up here for Lazzy. He's gonna find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feed.
Gets the ace. Available, just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm a little.
I got you.
Here, hello, everybody, and welcome to Saints Gaming CSGO. My name is The Prive, joined alongside Dan Banners for another great matchup. Banners, how you feeling about this one?
Hey, always looking forward to seeing some CSGO, and I'm very excited here. We have both these teams tonight, 3-3, trying to get themselves back into the positive swing of things here in the FACEIT CSGO Contenders League. And I know Saints are definitely... they're due for a rebound here between the last couple of matches across pretty much most of the collegiate leagues. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do against Colorado State University, who are their opponents here today.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, the Saints, I feel like they are pretty confident going into this one, knowing that they are due for a bounce back, that they have been practicing, they have been putting the time in, a little bit more team organization, whatever it may be, right? They're confident going into this one, and we will be seeing them play on Overpass here today. So it's going to be really interesting to see if they can pull things off and who actually will end up going 4-3 after this one, because that's going to make a big difference in the standings, Danners. Right now, we have both teams 3-3, right? So you have CSU Green sitting at the 24th out of 40 spot and St. Clair Saints sitting at the 27 out of 40 spot, just based on the teams they've played previously. So Saints are only ranked a little bit lower just because they've played a little bit of easier teams, whatever that may say. But yeah, so Saints, they're looking to bounce back off after a two-loss streak right now. They're looking to bounce back and get things going again. So if we cut over to the roster real quick, we can do a little bit of a rundown for you guys on who we're going to be casting over today. We have Tyler Steenberg, Bobby Sweat Sweet. We have Moz Hack, Chance, Formal Moreau, and Cam Abyss Lins. So with our sub as well, Spencer Stefano Rodriguez. Overall, pretty solid roster. The Saints are they're looking a little bit stronger now as a group, rather than playing, you know, at the beginning of the season, you might have saw them playing a little bit more individually in their own personal talents, but you really just got to try to mold all that together and get it going as a team. And I think I'm seeing that a little bit more here as the season develops. And I also am pretty confident about the Saints playing Overpass, right? Overpass, I feel like, is one of the Saints' top maps to be playing. See, look at this. We got a map up here. Awesome. So it's going to be really big to hold that B site. I just feel like it's very easy to break. And if Saints can get a good hold on that B site, they should be good off. But that's going to be on the right side of your map here. Right where the little red square is, that's going to be the site for B. And that's going to be a big difference for the Saints, right? If you can lock that down, I believe we will see two players play A. One will be in the little bathroom area there and around the middle of your map. And then one will be on the left side, then that long alley to the very left. And then I think you'll see three players from Saints play that B site, and they're going to be trying to lock that down to the best of their ability.
Definitely makes sense, and I'm definitely thankful to have you there for the insight, of course. For most of these games, try my best to catch up with everything going along for the ride here with this Overpass matchup for tonight. And like, sure enough, we've seen this map actually quite a few times for the Saints so far across both leagues in the past couple of weeks or so, but I think of maybe 4 times we've seen it. I want to say that they've got it once in regards to victories, but I could be wrong. Not 100% sure there, but we don't have to wait too much longer here. Knife round is underway, so we got a couple moments before we get into the game.
Awesome. And, you know, a lot of people just think, yeah, the knife round's just so-so or whatever, right? But the knife round has a big impact on the game. I mean, that decides what side you're starting on first. CT side being the favorite side most of the time. I mean, pretty much all the time, except sometimes you'll see teams pick a T side and try to get like their hard part out of the way first and then go to the easier part, right? But overall, you know, this knife round is going to be pretty big. And we're going to see who's going to actually get the CT side to start, who can have a little bit of an upper hand going into this game early. And it's going to be really interesting to see. I think we are underway of things. Here we go. We're actually going to have the St. Clair Saints starting CT. Let's see what they can do here on Overpass versus CSU Green.
It's definitely nice that they get to start on the defensive side of things, but hopefully they can capitalize. So we do see it's going to be Unicorn. Finally, his internet's working today, but it's going to go down after trade himself 1-for-1. Dogecoin is, oh god, Dogecoin. But he's playing on through. Toonie, I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm going to absolutely butcher this round here, but it's going to be Tyler getting flanked on. A solid start there for CSU. They get that thing planted, and they get a bunch of kills. Solid round.
Yeah, solid round for CSU for sure. I mean, they got that bomb that's going to get them a bunch of money just getting that plant down. And they didn't really drop a whole lot of bodies there. So you will see some players be able to keep their armor and stuff. And now if you look at the side of CSU, they're going to have full armor, full head armor. They're going to have 3 MAC-10s, a Galil, and an AK. Where you look at the side of St. Clair Saints, they are on a save round. They bought absolutely nothing. They literally did not buy one single item. So yeah. St. Clair Saints not really anticipating to win this round. Just on an eco round. Just look at them. They're all sitting con. They're just trying to find one pick. This is not a bad strategy from St. Clair. I mean, you might think it is, like, say, why are 5 players playing in the same spot, right? But the thing is you're the only point in this round is for them to try to find one pick. I mean, Dogecoin is going to find one there through the wall. That is a pretty common spray point chance. Looking to open things up with a pistol kill. He's going to find that. He's going to run here down, grab that Molly and the MAC-10. That's going to provide St. Clair Saints a little bit more weaponry. He's looking to find another one, and, you know, you're going to continue to see these players here. St. Clair's main goal here is just to pick up some picks wherever they can.
Yeah, and that's a nice little triple coming out here from Migs. Is going to take, or eventually get taken down here by Tyler. Still has to deal with 3 members on the side of CSU Green. Does have that MAC-10 available to him, so not completely outgunned, but still probably the underdog in the scenario, as we do see the bomb going down. Dogecoin going to secure that one alongside Toonie and Cool Whip. And it's going to be rather difficult. Where is Tyler in this situation to ride along with him? Is he going to just keep this thing, keep this MAC-10 and stay safe?
I anticipate it. Like, they kind of should, just due to their eco. Like, look at this. 2,000, 2,050, 2,300, 2,300, 2,600. Yeah, like, overall, I mean, it's just way smarter for them to keep just, you know, the MAC-10. I mean, he could be actually playing for an exit here. Or is he going? No, never mind. They're not saving it. Cool. Gonna shut him down. Just like that, 2-0 for CSU Green. St. Clair Saints, though, gonna have a full buy this time around. They're looking to bounce back on things right here.
Yeah, you must have thought that they've got planted on B or something, because it was a little bit unfortunate. I do like seeing the quick timeout come here from St. Clair as well. Just get themselves back in, or not get themselves back in the game, but figure out maybe how they want to take this next round. Maybe a little bit of disagreements on, do we like have a soft buy or do we like buy up? What do they end up doing here? And of course, actually real quick, while we are in the timeout, your prediction, your mini game here for tonight's matchup is going to be who's going to be the top fragger, who's going to get the most amount of kills between Maz and Abyss, player 2 and 3 on the side of St. Clair College. And as of right now, seeing goose eggs, but of course it's still just 2 rounds in, so plenty of game here to go. Be sure to vote with your channel points and see if you can profit some channel points, so that could be used for some cool things later down the road. But the timeout is now completed, and we're going to see side of CSU, pretty much majority of them looking absolutely devastating, locked and loaded. Saints at least got a couple of assault rifles, but probably not the ones they would necessarily want.
No, they actually do have every assault rifle they do want. They have that goodbye. The only thing that they don't really have is an AWP, but Abyss gonna open things up with a nice little 2-kill, and he doesn't even die there. So that's gonna be a huge opening for the Saints. Gives them a huge upper hand in this round. But yes, so St. Clair will have all the rifles they want. The only thing is they might want an AWP, that being the sniper, the main sniper in CSGO. But, you know, that's not really in the books for them right now, as that's a $5,000 weapon. So definitely not in the books for them. They're going to get all their ARs, the best ones they want. Where if you look at the side of CSU, they actually don't have the ideal buy, because they had some Galils and some MAC-10s from the previous round that there's no point in really just throwing them away. Like, you're not going to waste the $1,800 for that weapon just to get a $2,700 weapon. So they're actually going to try to keep those. Chance going to go then, they're going to trade on a Mistress, and Dogecoin going to be able to answer back for it. Now with 4v2, St. Clair looking to take this one, as they know CSU is going to be pushing this B site now.
Still pretty doable here for the side of CSU. Bomb in the hands of our Griffer. Moving on forward towards this B site. The Saints don't necessarily have the greatest of angles. You do see Tyler going to find one, takes care of the Dogecoin, and now it's going to be the plants. The Saints are collapsing onto it. As soon as he pops out here, he's probably going to get blasted. Never mind, Tyler going to be going down. Abyss must have just spotted him, and sure enough, caught reloading. Ma's going to finish that one off, and Saints are going to get their first win on the board.
Yeah, and that's huge because, you know, if Saints didn't end up winning that round, it's actually going to result in them having to like save again pretty much.
Right.
Just because you know, that's how the starts of the games works. You really got to bounce back if you're St. Clair, and they do so. And you will see Abyss and Moz actually grab AKs at the same time. A lot of players in CSGO will prefer the AK, but you know, the AK, you can only buy it on the T side. So whenever they get an opportunity, they're going to pick up that AK just because the AK will one tap to the head, but the M4 takes 2 bullets.
Yeah, that's what screwed me up when I was saying that, oh, they bought assault rifles, but maybe not the ones they necessarily want. I was looking for AKs, but duh, they're CT side. But okay, Moz, exactly why we would like to see that AK. He's going to find himself the double, nice and quick there on to our Griffer and Toonie.
And that's what I was just talking about, right? Like, he got a 1-bullet headshot there with that AK, and that's what makes the difference. Where you look inside of CSU Green now, they bought full. They already lost 2 players, so if they end up losing this round, CSU is going to be forced on a light buy / save, and they're not going to have a whole lot of money to work with, where Saints, that's when they can just keep piling the pressure on them, forcing CSU's backs up against the wall, and St. Clair, chance with a little bit of a missed nade there, but not a huge deal, as the Saints still have that 5v3 player advantage. It doesn't look good, though, to see Moz and Bobby so weak, but, I mean, it doesn't look too difficult for them. They do have a deagle and an op, so it's not like it really matters. As they try to make their way down Con, you're going to see Dogecoin try to find whatever he can through short. Nobody home, though. Is that smoke? He's just waiting for that one to clear. And they're actually going to make their way out. Chance, he jumped over and he spotted that. Cool Whip going to shut him down, though. Now a 4v3. Definitely doable for the side of CSU as Moz and Unicorn Love so weak. Let's see how things go.
I mean, Saints, am I wrong thinking that they just don't peek, just wait? Because so many times, I've seen Chance so far in this game already, just dives open looking for a frag. Meanwhile, he goes like 1-for-1 at best. Tyler going to get blasted here. Meg's going to secure that one, 3-on-3, and there's a lot of low health bars on Saints. Dogecoin finds one, Abyss finds one, 2-on-2, but you can literally tickle both of these Saints members, and they're going to just drop. Can they stop this bomb from going down? 4 seconds. Moz is nearby. Unicorn, that's going to be Bobby right there as well. Moz with the 2v1 now as he does find Migs. One more elimination here and get that bomb. Going to be Bobby there trying to stop things. Nice shot here from Cool Whip. Looking for one more. Unicorn, he's going to get blasted, or actually blast Cool Whip rather. And he takes care of this bomb.
So that was very smart there from Bobby, actually, because Unicorn Love, he waited and waited, right? He could have just swung up there right away and challenged it, but he waited until he heard that reload from Cool Whip. As soon as he hears the reload, he knows he has a huge upper hand in that gunfight. He comes swinging around, cleans up the kill, and it can't get much nicer than that. So St. Clair looking pretty good here so far as they bounce back, and this is going to force CSU on a save round. They're going to be buying 2 Deagles, 2 Deagles, a Tech 9, and they're going to have 2 Glocks. CSU, I mean, it's not a bad buy for what eco they have, but it's definitely not ideal. Abyss going to run into a lot of them down long here. He's actually going to have to deal with all 5. Let's see if Abyss is able to find. Let's see what he's able to find. He's got things done with 1. Make it 2. Maybe 3. No, okay, so we got 2, and he got a lot of damage on to Pugstar. Pugstar going to fall. Tyler going to get traded out, though, to miss Migaz. And now they have an M4. And they're going to smoke that off and go get Tyler's M4. But Moz on the flank finds 2, cleans it up for the Saints. 3-2 lead now for St. Clair.
Okay, I was getting a little bit worried there for a second because anytime you're on the eco, you're on the save round, and you can go 1-for-1, that's just value, right? So I'm getting like really nervous there. Saints are kind of going 1-for-1. But then Moz with that flank to just mow everybody else down, absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Like you said, just absolutely ideal. No 1-for-1 trades here. That's the last thing you want to do on eco rounds. Abyss going to open things up nicely, though, finding 2. And that really gives an opening for the Saints. Leaves Moz saying, hey, everybody's down long. So he's going to get an immediate flank going. Works out well. CSU going to have their full buy now. 4 AKs and an op. You got to be quite worried if you're from the side of St. Clair. As, you know, you're going up against this full buy now for kind of like the first time in the game when it's full buy versus full buy. So overall, Saints, they're going to have a little bit of a struggle here compared to the previous rounds. But overall, I mean, they still do have that CT side advantage. That's what you like to see. Let's see if they're able to shut down CSU here. You're going to see Abyss playing that A site. And you will see, let's see who's B. That's going to be 4, 5, and 3. So that's going to be Moz, Unicorn, and Chance. And then Tyler and Abyss play A.
And now they're going to finally start getting moving here with this bomb. It's going to be Dogecoin who's going to carry it out with the op as well. do believe, yeah, they're sure enough. Now, still haven't necessarily committed as to which side they want to go. I just really hope here for the St. Clair side of things that they don't go searching. Don't go looking around corners trying to find where they're going. Let them come to you. Otherwise, you might just get jumped on instantly, especially with the op advantage going in the favor of CSU. You poke your head out once, it just takes one shot to take you down. And we do see they're actually making the move towards the A site. It's going to be Tooney going to find the shot onto Abyss, catching him off guard. Tyler in the smoke, not going to take any damage, but a nice long shot here from Moz. Can he find himself another? Damn right he will. He does take care of Cool Whip. One more for them. Does end up taking down our Griffer as well. Beautifully done there from Moz. Unicorn going to find himself a double. Bobby going to clean things up.
Unicorn and Moz looked phenomenal throughout that play, right? Moz, his flanks the past 2 rounds have been so helpful to the Saints roster because, you know, these players from CSU, it really doesn't seem they're anticipating people to come up behind on the flank or whatever. But if you're CSU now, you will always have somebody watching your back after something like that happens twice in a row. They do not want to let Moz keep coming behind them and clean things out. So they're going to be on another save round. That molly from Unicorn left going to be huge. They're going to smoke it off. They're all going to be coming through. He's going to call it out to the team. He sees them all cross. One goes through. He's going to get 2. Pugstar finds one on the Bobby, though. Now at 4v3, Saints advantage. Moz here again from the behind. Moz, he's lethal.
Absolutely on a tear, but now it's still the 2-on-1. Sure, Saints favored, and they aren't necessarily going to be in a good position to get the bomb. Our Griffer going to maybe try a flanking play for himself. But the bomb was actually planted on an absolute bot, so this is going to end up getting defused. Where is our Griffer going to strike? Coming on through, probably sees a person to the right, but it's not going to be in time. Sprays through the smoke, but not going to take care of the bomb diffuser, and is going to be another round for St. Clair.
Yeah, looking absolutely phenomenal here now. They are playing so well, and this is what I was talking about in the pregame, right? Playing as a team, and it's really working well because you can tell the communication's there when Moz knows when he has his openings on the flank. He's not dying on the flank. It's not like he's just rushing a flank and hoping that there's nobody there. No, it is team communication, letting Moz know, saying, hey, everybody's pushing up to the site. Nobody's really worried about the flank, and it's allowing him to just come behind and open things up. Bobby gonna get the open and kill onto this round. That's gonna be finding Miguez. And now just like that, 5v4 for the Saints. But Dogecoin there for the trade. Gonna clean up Unicorn. Now a 4v4. Tyler gets shut down from Tony. And now a 4v3. St. Clair, they can still bounce back though, because everyone on St. Clair's full health. And you do see Cool Whip and Tony pretty lit.
I'm an absolute bot. I was Tony. That's the whole time I was calling him Tooney this entire game. But it is what it is, I guess. Makes sense. At least you caught it early. But still, now we have 4 on the side of CSU looking to move forward, but a lot of wounded members. You do see Moz. He's going to go 1 for 1 here. Griffer goes down, but Cool Whip is going to clean that up nonetheless. 2-on-3, Abyss and Chance. Both kind of individually taking care of the sites, trying to spot things out here. But it looks like bomb carrier that's going to be Dogecoin making the move towards that A site. Smokes down, going to try and plant.
Nobody's here. They have a free plant, and now you're going to see Abyss and Chance try to rotate over and clean things up. But it's going to be difficult. This site is always hard to retake, especially at a player disadvantage. So it will be pretty difficult for the boys over at St. Clair Saints, but I believe in them. They just got to kind of clear things out as best they can. They will be going up against 3 AKs. Big thing is going to be trying to find Cool Whip here right away. Get the weak player out of the way, less guns firing at you, and open things up nicely. Chance going to fall to Tony, though, and now a 1v3 for Abyss. He's looking to find whatever he can. He's going to find one there, but now gets knocked down to 11 HP. He's going to smoke the bomb and try to get a defuse. The smoke didn't even cover him. A little bit too far in the smoke. Abyss has got to be upset about that one as Dogecoin cleans him up, puts CSU Green on the board again for the first time in 6 rounds. Because Saints, they had 5 unanswered.
Yeah, it was quite the run, but eventually does get shut down here. Unfortunate there for the Saints. They just maybe the slightest of missed execution near the end there, whether it was going in before the smoke went off or the smoke just not exactly being in the greatest of position. But it is what it is. We've all done that many a times. Hello, Griffer, taking them down nice and quick. Nice little deagle tap to the skull, but he's going to get traded out nice and quick as well.
Yeah.
And Tyler find another. There we go. Another 1 for 1, considering this is basically a pistol round for them. The fact that they're winning this is absolutely disgusting.
For sure. And going to clean things up. So this is one thing I want to touch on real quick. This kind of off the basis, but when we'll go into, I'll say, all right, to the CSGO team, I'll say, hey guys, come play ranked matchmaking with me sometime or something like that, right? And Moz will go, all right, I'll use a deagle only, just because it's a little bit lower than him, right? So he's going to use a deagle only, and it shows now here in these games where all these Saints players can come through, one tap with deagles, and win those eco rounds. And you know what? Winning those light buy / eco rounds, so big for momentum, right? Like, if you're St. Clair now, you got to be fired up. Moz is at least getting a 1-for-1 trade every single round. If not, he's getting 2 or 3. So St. Clair looking to fire on all cylinders right now, and they're playing so well. Bobby gonna open things up with 2, maybe make it 3. There it is. Saints looking phenomenal.
Absolutely brutal. It's nice seeing the Saints firing on all cylinders, and it's cool to see that them trolling your ranked games apparently is coming in clutch in these deagle rounds here, as we now see the Saints basically full buy, or this is full buy. And even with, you got Formal, you have Chance there with the AWP as well. So this is going to be an absolute brutal defensive position for the CSU squad to try and break through.
Yeah, and you know what? This is what I want to see from Saints on the CT side every time they play Overpass. But you know, it just is coming with time. Well, the longer these guys are together, the longer that they are practicing scrimming as a group, they will learn each other's playstyles a little bit more, and it is paying off here now in Overpass. Tyler going to get shut down right away, though. Now 4v5. Abyss is going to be the first line of defense on A. You will see Chance rotate over with his AWP. So Chance is going to be a big part of the defense here in A. As he has that AWP, he can one-tap people, and it's going to be a big difference maker.
Unfortunate that Tyler did go down so quickly versus this CSU squad, who of course have all AKs, looking to push on through, but still taking their time for at least the moment. Maybe looking towards that B side of things. We see Griffer taking a peek, but nothing to really come of it as of this moment.
Yeah, 5v4 still. You know, 1 minute and 15 seconds have passed in this round, so CSU Green starting to take things a little bit slower and wait for St. Clair to make mistakes. And it looks like things are paying off quite nicely as Tony finds one, and that is Moz and Tyler now both down for the Saints. Cool Whip going to connect onto one more there, so now a 2v4 as Chance finds Cool Whip. Chance going to try to go huge here with this AWP and Abyss with the M4, but if you're Chance and Abyss here, honestly, I would save.
You just run for the hills at this point, but they're not going to do that. It's going to be Chance going down, so that AWP is gone, and Abyss goes down as well. No saving this time. They went out guns blazing, even though it wasn't necessarily in their favor, and CSU is going to capitalize on that every day.
Well, they can't afford an AWP now. That's the big thing that I wanted to touch on about it, is because you want that AWP in Chance's hands, right? And if you can't have it, that's going to be a big difference maker. It's also going to cause having to buy an MP9. So with that definitely takes a big toll on St. Clair Saints buy this round. If, you know, CSU was going to get that round anyways, would have been smarter to save. They would have kept some weaponry, and they would have been able to have a little bit of an upper hand here. Ma's going to try to find open and kill with that MP9, getting nice and aggressive with his SMG. But he's going to fall. Chance looking to trade it off, but he's going to get dropped as well from his Gez. And now a 3v5. A lot of work for the Saints. Unicorn, though, answers back with one. Now a 3v4. Let's see if Tyler can find one as well. Yes, he does. Make it a 3v3. The boys have bounced back quick. Got those trades on Amaz and Chance. That's what you like to see.
Oh, they're going to have to be careful, though. Of course, AWP on the side, or in the hands, rather, of Dogecoin. And Cool Whip and Griffer ready to fire back at any points here. You see them looking more towards that A side of things. Dogecoin ran back to get the bomb, so they're going to start making a move towards this A side. It looks like Abyss is here, and Tyler's not far away. Abyss going to go down. Where is Unicorn? Coming around the side as well. The 2-on-3 defense. Can they stick this? The bomb's going to go down. And see, just absolutely tripped us out here in the observer side of things. Yeah. But now, basically, the roles have flipped here. Now it's going to be CSU on the defensive hold. Tyler and Unicorn supposed to try and break this. This is going to be difficult. Dogecoin, of course, up in hand, ready to just catch somebody peeking, and these nades are on target, too. It's absolutely brutal to try and deal with. Tyler not going to go down without a fight, though, but unfortunately, there's going to go 1-for-1. Unicorn going to get dropped as well by our Griff, and it's going to be another round for CSU.
Unicorn shouldn't have pushed out that quick right after him, just due to the fact that Unicorn, you know, once Tyler fell, he could say, Tyler could be like, oh, hey, the other person is here, or so-and-so, right? Where Bobby came out right after, he didn't have time to respond to that call-out in time and flick his mouse, clean up the kill, whatever it may be. A little bit tough there from St. Clair Saints, as they are now on a pistol round. They're just going to run in here, try to find picks wherever they can. Moz will be able to connect on to one. All the other players going to fall, though. That's a nice, quick round. St. Clair Saints lead by 1 here, going into round 14. let's see who wins this half. Because if CSU wins the next two, they're going to win the half. And that's not what you need if you're Saints, right? If you're the Saints here, you want to win the next two, take a 9-6 lead. You're on the CT side, the favored side. You want to take at least a 3-round lead here to provide you some comfort going into the next round.
Yeah, and as soon as the Saints are on the offensive side of things too, like just the fact that defense is just on general a little bit more comforting, as we do see gunfight here. Maz, he started off so hot, but these last couple of rounds have just been not it for him, to say the least. Now the 4-on-5 defense here for St. Clair. Lots of players on the side of CSU Green hovering around that B site area, and it's going to be a tough one once again here for the Saints. Sure, they have a bunch of assault rifles, but again, Dogecoin op ready and waiting. Hopefully they don't peek.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, St. Clair, they're going to have a little bit of a tough time here. They're in a player disadvantage. Maz is down. And Bobby, he's tagged 80. Chance will spot one, though, and cleans it up. So that's going to be a player evening out now. And it's very similar health between the two teams. You see 3 players at full, and you see 1 player tagged about 80 to 90 for each side. So that's pretty even health. Pugstar going to open things up, though, on a Tyler. Abyss able to answer back, turns things to a 3v3. And that's actually going to be a very, very even 3v3. But the bomb is planted for CSU Green, so that's going to provide them an upper hand, especially now that they find Abyss. Now a 2v3. Unicorn is very, very weak. He's going to fall. He's everything up on a chance. He connects onto 1. He has a lot more work to do, though. Pony ready to get him here on the cross.
He's thinking about touching that diffuser op ready and waiting. Good night. Takes care of Chance nice and quick. Unfortunately, Chance not able to just... or he's got a couple kills this round, but just not necessarily getting hot, so to speak, as of right now. As we're all tied up 7-7, and Saints going to use whatever they can. It looks like a couple of submachine guns, but a very, very light buy, to say the least.
We got 2 UMPs, 3 UMPs, 3 UMPs, an MP9, and an MP5 for the side of Saints. Maz, he looked very, very good at the start, and it looks like he's having a little bit of difficulties now keeping up with things. But that's not a huge worry for the Saints. They do at least have 7 rounds here on this half. They are looking to bounce back to things going into the next side. But overall, I mean, the Saints, they really do want to find this round. And if they do find this round, that's got to be a momentum boost for them, because if they are managing to win the half on this buy that they have, it's going to be so huge for their momentum going into the next half.
Wow.
But McGee going to find 2, Chance able to answer back, so that's a 2-for-2 trade. And honestly, if you're the Saints, you'll take a 2-for-2 trade there just because you're on the SMG buy, right? And that'll actually provide Chance an AK. But now, you're going to see some trades go down. Tyler going to find 1, Chance falls. Those are Tyler 1v2 with his AK. Dogecoin and Pugstar are going to be trying to clean him up. We got an AWP and an AK versus Tyler and his AK. Tyler, he is just sitting here going back to the A site, waiting for them to come. But Pugstar, he says, okay, B site's open. Let's take this. And you're going to see Tyler try to answer for it. Let's see what Tyler can do here, trying to retake this B site by himself. You won't see him save because this is the last round and a half.
Right, he's got to make his move and make his move now. Our Griff is close by. Dogecoin right on the other side of the boxes as well. Where does he look to strike? He may have spotted the head. Looked for a quick shot, not going to quite find it, however. Nade out, moving on forward, does find Griff, but it's not going to be the case. Nice little headshot there from our Griffer, and that's going to be the half. 8-7 in the favor of CSU, but a very close game. And considering both these teams sitting there at that 3-3 record, this is the kind of game I like seeing.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? And at this point, if you are the St. Clair Saints, you are looking to bounce back here on the T side of things. But overall, I mean, it's going to be tough for them just considering they are down going into half, and the T side is a little bit harder. But I do believe the pistol round should go pretty well for the Saints, as it's going to be a 5-stack. But the gambles in from CSU Green, they are be playing on the B site. And look at this. Let's see if the Saints are able to find an opening pick. Pugstar going to find 1. Cool finds 1 on Chance and Tyler Fall. Now a 5v3. Boz is lit. Unicorn's lit. Miguez is lit. Tony's lit. I mean, they're looking to change things up here. They're like, all right, guys, apparently B's not working. They're going to wrap this back around to A, and they are going to look to make an impact there.
That's definitely frustrating for the Saints. You've got so much damage across a couple of different members, but could not just find the executing blow. Miguez might find... Well, that's never mind. That's Cool Whip's point of view. Duh. But the 3-on-5 is going to be very difficult. There's going to be another one. Maz does get dropped here from the nice shot from Dogecoin. But now, which site do you take? No matter what, you're definitely going to be a little bit worse for the Saints, Abyss, and Bobby. Unicorn Love looking to try and make something happen.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? It's gonna be tough, right? They're just gonna try to connect on a headshots as best they can. But overall, you're gonna see Unicorn Love get spotted right away. Abyss is coming here to help out, and they will actually find the opening pick. Will they be able to find another one? Abyss gonna get a little bit tagged there, but he's gonna come in aggressive. He's gonna find that one. Now at 2v3, their main goal is gonna be to shut out Tony here, just because Tony's only at 4 HP, right? So if they can clean him up, that's one more player less that they have to worry about. And Tony, they're gonna spot him. So maybe if they can just find one bullet on him, they're going to try to find this player. Heaven, Abyss is going to get tagged down a little bit more. And that's going to be Unicorn on the flank. Look at Unicorn. Oh my god, Abyss. Maybe finds another. Unicorn, he has the bomb. So look at this. He has the full sight. 1v2. Let's see if he can pull it off. And this plant will even help them get more eco. But the plant actually isn't going to go down as he sees this player coming up. Ooh. He's going to open things up on one. All he needs is one more. He has 6 health and a dream.
Oh, you tried. To be honest, given the condition of that round, that was actually very close. I thought that one should have been an absolute clean sweep there for CSU, the way that started out. But a nice little attempt there. And I mean, I like what Bobby went for, because at some point you're just kind of forced to stick it or else you lose. And like baits it out, tries to get the kill, but unfortunately the player on the side of CSU just still too much health, could not take him down. Saint's going to Mac 10 rush, it looks like. Here we go.
Yeah, and this is a huge Mac 10 rush, right? I really like the Saints when they do their Mac 10 rushes. They definitely work out honestly a decent amount of time, surprisingly. But Tony could open things up with a 2-for-1 trade there. Maz and Chance gonna fall. They're gonna clean up Tony, but now they're gonna have to answer to Dogecoin, and his scout doesn't able to connect on some shots, but does find Abyss there, tags him for 94. They're all gonna be pushing him out. 2 players there to answer for. Miguel's gonna find 1. Abyss gonna find 2 there now to answer back. 6 health. Pugstar comes from behind, cleans up the 2 kills with his pistol. Abyss did amazing there with this SMG. He found 3. And, you know, Maz, he was, leading for everyone who's predicting, right? Maz was leading the predictions pretty good so far. I mean, he had like a 6 to 7 kill lead over Abyss, but Abyss is really starting to bounce back here now and starting to say, all right, guys, let's pull this T side together. Let's get things regrouped a little bit and start to make a little bit of a comeback. You may not see it this round just due to the light buy / save, but overall, you should see it coming here a little bit sooner. Them getting a little bit more of an organized T-sided push. Tony, though, going to find something early with the shotgun. They're going to try to answer back. It's going to be Tyler, but he's going to get shut down. Tony finds 2 with the shotgun. Chance going to get the trade. Pugstar finds Abyss. Now at 2v4 for the Saints.
I don't have time to see the shotguns come on out and yet alone actually be effective, but I guess when you're in those close quarters areas, better there than anywhere. And right now, that's just that nice clean round here for CSU, taking everybody with only the sacrifice of Tony and his shotgun, which, to be honest, is not that bad. And you were mentioning on this side in regards to the predictions, I know there's a bunch of people looking to see Abyss make the comeback here in this game. 72% of you voted for him in regards to who would get the more kills between Abyss and Maz. And nice 14-15. Close game so far. Looking to be exciting regardless of the results, but at the same time, this game is still so close. Saints can definitely bring this back.
Yeah, definitely for sure, but this is going to be a big round for the Saints. Yes, they can bring things back. That's going to be a nice opening pick from Abyss now to turn things to a 5v4. But it's going to be really important for the Saints to win this round, because if they lose this, they're going to be forced on a very little eco once again. They're going to be down 12-7, but Tyler going to find one here on a nice little headshot. You usually see those in R6, like you were saying a few days ago, but you're going to see it here now in CSGO too. Nice little shots there from Tyler. But overall, 5v3 for the Saints, and this is a big round for them, like I was saying, just because they do not want to go down and let CSU kind of, start to kind of pull away and build their momentum even stronger. Saints going to do a good job to start, though, with a 5v3 player advantage. Dogecoin, Cool Up, and Pugstar looking to answer back on things. But Bobby does spot one here, and they decide to get aggressive on him. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, it looks like Miles going to be leading the charge here alongside Bobby. Lots of mollies coming out to really make that A site basically inhabitable. But that is going to be the flag necessary, or the green flag, the go button of sorts here for CSU to everybody just push in towards this A site, get ready to defend. That being said, though, Saints have themselves some okay position. Chances there as well. He's going to get taken down, but refragged instantly. Tyler's going to go down, Unicorn as well. Maz and Abyss, last one's alive, up to our Griffer on the side of CSU. Where in the world is he at this moment? A little bit behind the action, so he's going to have to come on out. The bomb is planted here for St. Clair. Where is Maz and Abyss? They have the post-plant positions as well. This one's going to be rough here for Griffer.
Yeah, and they're in perfect positions. The big thing that Griffer wants to do is clean up Maz and because he's the weak player, right? The big thing is going to be to clean up Moz and then try to, bait Abyss out to come and challenge him. But it's going to be hard. Like you said, they have their post-plant positions. You will see Moz peek out here. Moz not going to get shot, though. Abyss going to be challenging it now. Tries to stick the bomb. Moz going to clean it up with Abyss's help. And that's going to be another one now on the board for St. Clair Saints, trailing by 3 going into round 20.
I like that a lot. Have the one Saints member just make a bunch of noise, and then have the other one come from the opposite angle. Beautifully done to take care of that. Make that 2v1 nice and clean, no questions asked. Saints able to get themselves on the board, 8-11, still extremely close. Loving this match here tonight, and it's good to see the CSGO team firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and you're going to see the Deagle buy now from CSU. So Saints, they're going to look good here in this one. Chance finds an opening pick, turns it to a 5v4 for the boys. Now, they are in a pretty good spot, right? I mean, they have the weaponry advantage, they have a player advantage, and they really are just looking to take control with it. You will see Griffer get knocked down to 6. Chance getting a takedown down to 23, though. Will he be able to clean up that player? Yes, he does. That's 2 for Chance now on the board this round. Maybe make it a third. No, Tony there to clean him up with a long-range Deagle shot, but Tony going to get tagged down for 32 in the process. Saints with a big health advantage here is Cool and Tony both tagged so weak. And hit him with a feather in their fall, but if you're the Saints here, the big objective now is you're going to be get this bomb down, get a plant, and force CSU to try to retake. That's exactly what they do here on the A site. Moz and Tyler opening things up quickly, and Unicorn Love going to find the last one on a Tony. Saints now with 2 unanswered, only trailing by a couple rounds, and they're definitely looking to make a little bit more of an impact in the game.
At least here for Colorado State, they do have at least a little bit of extra, or not extra cash, but a little bit of cash to get some going. Do we have a double op coming out here? They're getting cocky, I think.
Well, honestly, the double op is not a bad buy on the CT side at all, because you can have one player sit on B, one player sit on A, and you can split up the ops. They can each hold an angle on a site. Makes it a lot harder for the CT side to push in, and it requires the CT side to have to use more util, or the T side to have to use more util, and yeah, exactly like that. But chances they're at least able to trade things out, so now a 4v4, but both these ops are still alive for CSU, and that's got to be worrisome if you're St. Clair.
That's nerve-wracking, though. That's such an all-in play. Tony actually did spot Moz. Gonna come on out and go guns blazing. Gonna tag Unicorn a little bit, but not enough to be too worried as of yet. But yeah, Saints still looking to maybe take their time here, try to spot out any of the any of these long ranges. I don't think they would obviously know if these ops are a thing as of this moment, but Moz is going to find Dogecoin. That's one of the ops. They are down. Dogecoin didn't even get the chance to take a shot, so that just absolutely 0 value. And if they can push and plant onto this A site and force Cool Whip to move, that would be absolutely devastating as we see Tyler finish off Tony here. So the 2-on-3 in the favor of St. Clair as of this moment. Looking good. It's going to be Tyler has the bomb, going to look to plant it. Cool Whip and Miguez on the way, but trying to peek with an op compared to trying to play defensively with an op. 2 different things, and again, but this time it's Unicorn with a huge flank taking them both down. Beautifully done for the Saints.
And he's going to get an op from that, so you're going to see an op now on the T side of things for the St. Clair Saints, and that's what you do like to see, save a little bit of eco there, win their 3v2 like you should, and, really start to bring this game back here on the T side of things. And that's what's going to be a big difference maker, right? Like, yes, CSU was able to get the opening 3 rounds, but the big thing is to not let CSU run away with that after they get those opening rounds. And that's exactly what Saints are going to be doing. Now trailing by 1. Oh, 5 nades on a Tyler. Tyler is able to connect with 1 kill, but they're going to clean him up. That's exactly the strat that you see in a lot of pugs or whatever it may be. But overall, Unicorn going to get 1. That's a 1-for-1 trade. And if you're CSU Green, you got to be happy about that because you have 2 AKs now, I believe. Tony, Pugstar picks 1 up. So now you have 2 AKs, and you will have to retake the site, but at least you have better weaponry to do so. Moz going to spot a player here in a second. There it is. Now a 2v3 player advantage. The AKs are the last players left for CSU, and they're going to be going long on A and saving those AKs. Now, if St. Clair Saints going to tie this game up 11 apiece, it's going to be really interesting to see who can take this one. Let's get some score predictions in the chat. Let's see what the viewers think. I want to see if you guys think this is going to go to overtime, who's going to win this one. I want to see what you guys think when you're here. So let us know in the comments below or the chat below, and let's see who takes this one. Ganners, I'm really interested even as well because Saints are really looking to make a big impact here on CSU with being on the TC side, right? They're the T side. They're being on the disadvantaged side, and they're able to string some rounds together. It's really, really beneficial to the side of the Saints.
Definitely promising, and I still just can't stress enough, like, that double up buy just did not work in the slightest. You got 1 kill. absolutely zero value. You basically just bought Chance and Op for him. And they're going to be able to at least get themselves back into this game in regards to an assault rifle buy, but still, just that Op in Chance's hands. We just got to see what kind of Chance we're getting here today. Is it the one that is absolutely nutty on the Op, or is it the one that takes a shot, goes wide, and just gets refragged? But starting things off huge. Abyss taking down Cool Whip is an absolute fantastic start. One of the players that were going pretty hot on this CSU side was Cool Whip, so taking him down nice and early is great.
It was a nice kill at that. Like, you know, saw him through a little bit of the grenade smoke there, able to use the grenade to open the door, gives him a little bit of advantage in the gunfight, and, you know, very nice kill from him. Maw's going to get tagged down for 46 with that nade. So, I mean, CSU, yes, you are to player disadvantage, but they've done a great deal of damage now to the side of the Saints. Maw's and Abyss going to have a little bit of a hard time now going through the site, but nice. Unicorn going to find another one there on a Griffin. Or Gripper, sorry. And now that's going to be him finding another. Bobby, he's really stepped it up in this game. Or honestly, even in this season throughout it. Like, I could honestly see his name in the hat for a most improved player for all of Saints Gaming.
Definitely is putting in a good word for himself by doing that, that's for sure. But with the bomb planted, let's see if the Saints can clutch us out. That Molly actually kind of tagging Maz, forcing him to move and putting him down. But at least this was just an elaborate bait to just take care of Dogecoin, I feel like. Because then it's all the Tony.
If you're Maz, you still got to be kind of upset about that one. I mean, like, it is just upsetting to see your own teammate force you out of your position. But overall, I mean, at least he was there to clean up the kill. Now you're going to see Tony here try to get an exit frag, save his M4, whatever he can do to keep that M4 going in the next round. As you see the side of CS, Tyler team killed Abyss. I don't know. Apparently these Saints are just screwing around or something right now. But yeah, so a 12-11 lead now for the Saints. If they strung, I think this is their 5th round in a row that they've won, where you're going to see a little bit of a save from the side of CSU. Well, not this round, but they're going to force, actually. You're going to see a P90, an MP9, 2 M4s, and an AWP. And then on the other side of Saints, you're going to see 4 AKs and an AWP. So St. Clair, they're really starting to stack up some of their money, so they're able to actually lose a couple rounds and still get a buy.
There we go, Chance. He's going to find Cool Whip right off the bat. But Miguez is right here with Abyss. Back and forth battle here. Going to go into the favor of Miguez. Maz is going to find Tony, however. But he does end up getting taken down. Shot from behind. Hello, Chance. He's flanking with an AWP, apparently. Going to make it work. Barely hanging on for dear life with 13 health remaining. Get out of dodge versus the P90 and the assault rifle on the side of CSU. There goes Dogecoin there with that P90 taking care of things, but Bobby again just going right towards that A site, getting the plant, and now can they find themselves a good position to set up? They do have to deal with the AWP from Dogecoin. Did end up taking it off of Chance, so now this is going to be...
They know Tyler's to the left.
Oh man, he missed what could have been easily the finishing blow onto Unicorn. Where is Griffer? Griffer with the flank. Nice maneuver here for CSU. Can they collapse onto Tyler? Where is Tyler? He's getting smoked out. A bit of an awkward spot. Doesn't know where the bomb is. Going to just try and shoot through it. Right through the smoke. That is going to be Griffer taking care of that one. Did he buy enough time? I don't think so. This will be defused, and we're going to go to 12-12.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a tough position there for the Saints because CSU had a good setup, right? Yes, it is a 2-on-2 and you do have site control, but you have a player coming from different sides. That's the big difference, right? Where maybe you could have thought Unicorn Love, would have been kind of smart for him maybe to hide a little bit and then wait for that player to come on the back side of things just to make sure that they both don't get a little bit screwed over throughout the gunfight. But overall, Griffer, he was a big impact in that round to come behind and really put some more pressure on the Saints at being a pinch. And it's going to force him to give up site control. Chance gets aggressive here, though. Opens things up on a cool whip. Moz finds one on the Griffer. He's going to answer back to the last round. Miguez, though, finds 2. Now a 2-for-2 trade. Unicorn going to find one more. 3v2. St. Clair Saints up it on the player advantage. Abyss going to find a nade kill. Leaves everything up on a Dogecoin and is off. If you're Dogecoin here, I don't know why he's not saving. He's going to get aggressive, and Moz there to shut him down. I mean, if you're Dogecoin there, your team doesn't have a whole lot of money. I don't see why they don't save the op.
Yeah, everybody just kind of saw red and went for blood, and that was absolutely going to go into the favor of St. Clair. Some of these scrappier fights just Saints across multiple FACEIT titles just seem to love that kind of play style, which is pretty interesting nonetheless. Yes, now that op has basically been hot potato. It was Chance's, then it went Dogecoin, now it's back to Chance, and Tyler going to find the kill on the Tony to start things off. Gripper, though, gets the jump onto Abyss to bring us back to a 4v4, of course. Save round once again here for the side of Colorado State. They don't have a whole heck of a lot of time left to get their economy up. Saints 3 away from taking this win.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, it is hard for the side of CSU just because of their weaponry. It will be good for Cool to actually manage to get an AK there. It's really going to help out the side of CSU. And for him to rotate on this A site now, he's going to be the main line of defense for CSU here, just straight up because of his weaponry. But Tyler will spot him, going to single him out. Let's see if Tyler's able to find that kill. Unicorn going to find it. That's going to be cool up dropping. Moz gets aggressive, finds Dogecoin. Dogecoin definitely not going to anticipate someone pushing. Chance going to find one. St. Clair firing on absolutely all cylinders. Miguez going to find himself an AK. He's going to back up, go to B, save that AK, and play for a little bit of an exit frag. Good stuff from him overall. I mean, it's a smart move from CSU. But overall, I mean, St. Clair, they're just so close to closing this game out now. They are 14-12. It's 16 to close out the game, right? So they're only 2 rounds away, where CSU needs a good 4. And they don't have a whole lot of money to work with. They're kind of getting put, well, they have the save, but they keep getting put in eco traps. So St. Clair now going to take that 14-12 lead. And CSU, their main objective here now is that they have to win this round, pretty much. They do not want to let Saints go on match point, and then at worst, it goes overtime. But Unicorn going to find Miguez there. That's going to be no AK for the side of CSU.
Yeah, they at least did go, like, Miguez did at least go 1 for 1 there at the very end, but that just hurts them much more than it hurts the Saints in this position. And one thing I'm worried about here for the St. Clair squad is now that this game, like, it's been constantly back and forth, like, super close. What is the pressure and what is it, like, feeling like here to them? We did see, I think, Tyler in one round actually, like, mess up or take down one of his teammates. Some of the mollies may have been a little bit out of position, and those are all just like nervous things. That's obviously not happening intentionally. So I'm curious as to what the Saints will do. It Tony just going to absolutely blind fire that and take care of Moz. So that's a fantastic way to get things started. And again, CSU all in with this double op style alongside the assault rifles. So they need this stick. Otherwise, I think it's game.
Oh, Chance going to take out one of the offers, though, and he will spot another. Let's see if he's able to find that one. He's going to get tagged super weak. That nade is right on him. Ooh. He barely makes it out. The skin on his teeth. 9 HP remaining, and a dream there for Chance. You're going to see a player rotate onto barrel, so you're going to see the other St. Clair Saints try to come in here and clear out the site a little bit to allow Chance to get in. But Chance is getting aggressive a little bit. He gets spotted. He gets cleaned up. If you're Chance there, I don't think he should have gotten aggressive that quick. Wait for his teammates a little bit to clear things out. But overall, what happens. Now a 3v4. Tyler, he's predicting Tony on the flank.
Beautiful.
He's going to clean him up. Now a 3v3. St. Clair, you're in pretty decent position. Honestly, you could see them wrap it back to A.
Gosh, that was like some protect from the roamer kind of style. Beautifully done here from the Saints, tearing through this defense. The only one left is Dogecoin, and he's on the A site. This bomb is going down without question. And are we going to see Dogecoin try to save this op? It's so close.
Hard. It's so hard to retake a site with an op, and really, they do not want to let St. Clair get a 3-round lead, be put at match point, etc., etc. So, if you're Dogecoin here, I mean, he tries to find a pick, but he's going to get tagged. If you're him now in this position, I'd save, but he at least gave it an attempt. He's going to find an opening pick, but now you're going to see him fall off. Yeah, you're going to see him fall off now, though. He doesn't have a whole lot of time. Tyler and Abyss know what he's doing. He's just going to sit here on the stairs and try to play for another pick, because he's going to anticipate Tyler and Abyss getting aggressive on him, trying to hunt him down and make sure he doesn't pick that off. But they're not going to risk it. They don't, I mean, they have eco, but they're not going to risk it. They're just going to run back up, not let Dogecoin get more money for himself. So St. Clair Saints now leading by 3, match point. They're looking to close this one out, and they're looking to close it out here. You will see an MP9, 2 M4s, an AWP, and a Deagle for the side of CSU. St. Clair Saints has a big weaponry advantage here in this round. If they want to close things out, they got to do it here.
And it's definitely rough for the side of Colorado State. At least one small victory. It's the fact that they were able to hang on to that one op, but it's going to be a nice start here for Abyss does find Miguez nice and quick, and Miguez having him taken down really early. He was one of the guys who was popping off a little bit earlier, so him going down is definitely a blow. Tony, he's going to be absolutely pinched. He's between Chance and then Tyler. I don't know how he's going to get out of this one alive. We do see Chance to just molly him out, take care of him, easy pickup. 3-5 in the favor of St. Clair as of this moment. It's looking rough.
That's both the M4 players down. Those are the good guns. Like, at least Griffer able to find Abyss through that little wall bang there. So now 4v3. But look at this. They only have an MP9 Deagle now. At least, you know, Miguez and Tony, that's their offer down. And that's their offer down. So now they have the weakest 2 weapons alive for CSU in a 2v4, where St. Clair has pretty much full control of the A site. And if you're St. Clair here, you're in prime positioning to close things out. All left out of Griffer. He will find Moz, but he's stuck himself in a 1v3. He has an AK to work with. He's going to get naded. That's going to take his health down even more. Down to 49 HP. He has so much work to do. The Saints are in their ideal setup. Griffer, he's going to try to do whatever he can. He doesn't have a whole lot of time. He makes his way to the one side of Bank Truck, spots 2. Unicorn Love, able to shut him out. Your St. Clair Saints will take the game. And I'm pretty sure that Moz actually got the most kills there.
I think you're right. We'll definitely double check here with the stream on the delay in a second before we do end up crowning a victor here today. But the main victor, of course, that matters the most here is the fact, of course, that St. Clair are going to take this one. I believe that was 16-12. Double guessing or second guessing myself.
It was 16-12.
Yeah, so very, very solid round there for them. And the fact that they were able to bring it back on the offensive side of things, I was getting kind of worried because normally for the Saints, it always felt like it was defense or bust. But they were even down one game, brought it all the way back after having a couple first rough rounds on the T side of things. But brought it back. There was a couple of buys there from Colorado State that just seemed extremely over-aggressive. Anytime I saw the double op, I'm just like, oh, this just feels so all in. And both times it didn't work. They got like 1 kill with an op, and that was basically it. And a solid job overall there from St. Clair.
Yeah, so the St. Clair Saints now going to advance to 4-3, and that's going to push them up from the 24 spot in the standings to the 14th spot. Looking
nice.
Pretty good there. Now that they got themselves a positive record underway, they're going to be looking to, keep it up going into the next game. We don't really have the opponent for that game yet, as it's yet to be released, but that's also going to knock CSU Green down a couple standings as they now are at 3-4. So overall, if you're the St. Clair Saints, you got to be pretty happy about that one. You got to be happy you're back in the positive record kind of things. You're top 16 now, at least out of the 40 teams. You're sitting kind of good. You're more comfortable now, everything, et cetera, et cetera. And overall, they just got to be happy to break that losing streak, right? And, really start to bounce back. And the biggest thing throughout that game is they really started to look like a team. They really started to look like they were playing together, using good communication. There goes my camera. Thanos taking me out. But, yeah, overall, I mean, they are really starting to play as a team. I know you guys can't see me, but you can hear me. But
you're good.
They're really looking a lot better as a group, whether it be the time they're putting in scrimmaging, whether it be the time they're putting in, through practice, whatever it may be. They just look solid as a group. And, Moz, usually you don't see him kind of pop off to the caliber he did today. And he just looks so good. All of his kills might not have been the most challenging kills, but they were very useful kills, very helpful plays, and they were very intellectual, right? He may not have the best shot, but he has a very, very good brain for the game. And he does come around behind. He gets a good advantage on his opponents. And he's going to get himself, I think, about 20 kills that game total. So overall, good stuff from the Saints.
Yeah, I do believe he did end up with the most amount at the excuse me, at the end of that one, just awaiting the stream to actually confirm that here for me. Unfortunately, there for your camera, Jackson, it looks like this is what happens when I try to op. I end up completely missing and then like slapping a camera or something like that. Unfortunate there, but while we do await it. Okay, finished up right here. And now we got you back here. Good. And it looks like that one's going over to Moz. Congratulations to everybody who voted for him, which I do believe was only 28% of you. So big victory. The odds may not have been in your favor, but you get the win here today. And especially early in that game, it was on the defensive side of things, Moz was just absolutely tearing it up. And, well, all the Saints did good, don't get me wrong. But it was just good to see. And I also really liked or excuse me, get my thought here for a second. But I did like how the beginning of the game, it seemed very flank heavy. And then when it was used against the Saints, it got shut down constantly. It was almost like you had mentioned R6 a little bit earlier. It felt like you were constantly having one guy dedicated to taking out the roamer. And it was working over and over and over again there for the Saints. And meanwhile, Maz and the rest of the Saints were able to constantly jump on in there and take the sweep. Whether it was Maz had himself a couple good flanks. We did see a huge one there from Unicorn, from Bobby earlier, where they were stacked up by the A site. Just absolutely mowed them both down. One of them was an Opera as well, so that was a big value kill. And just beautifully done there for the Saints. It's good to see him on the W side of things.
Bobby has been doing much better now throughout the season. I see him progress so much. Very much improvement from him, and he's really just making his spot solidify on the roster as he's able to find very important kills. Like, yes, he will find kills, but the big key part there is that a lot of his kills that he's been finding are pretty good, important kills. Like, yes, there is a few mistakes that happen here and there, but that comes with playing, right? And I mean, it's really just good to see the team bounce back, break the loss streak, come back. And it's just so amazing to see overall. But before we head out of here, guys, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, as it would not be possible without them doing so much to support Saints Gaming as a whole and help put on our production. So thank you to the St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, the Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Literally, like I said, wouldn't be possible without you guys. We appreciate all the support going into this one. And I don't know if you, Danners, you want to throw up the schedule? Maybe we can talk
That's what I was just going to touch on before we close out here. Because now that the Counter-Strike team got the win under the belt, I want to see them take that momentum in, because we're going to see them later on this week as well. As we hit March going into tomorrow. Of course, we're going to get started. Since our League of Legends team has the bye in the Upsurge Minor League playoffs, we are going to get the check out the Overwatch squad as they have the Play versus season opener actually tomorrow at 7 p.m. Then on Tuesday's doubleheader day now, as we do have Rocket League NECC action, and then later on at night at 8 o'clock, we'll get to see the Counter-Strike team back in action once again in Nace. A couple more weeks of regular season action still to go in that league, so looking forward to seeing them turn it around, because it's been a little bit of a hard time for them so far. But after a win like this, would love to see him take it and take that momentum and run with it. Then on Wednesday, season opener for Play versus Trios Fortnite at 8 o'clock. We got a little bit of a taste of it last week in some preseason matches. Got ourselves 2 victory royales and just solid high points paying games. And it was absolutely chaotic, and I absolutely loved it. So definitely encourage those to check out the Fortnite squad, especially since we haven't seen them on the same stream that often in the past couple semesters. So be sure to give it a check out. And then Thursday, this is going to be a huge one as well, as the OPSC playoffs are underway. Our Saints are up against the U Ottawa GGs, one of the top teams in the league, in best of 5 action. That is going to be an absolute long day, I swear, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. So make sure you follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA Twitch channel and on our Saints Gaming CA Twitter to make sure you catch all the results, figure out exactly who we're playing when, if there's any sort of changes in any Saints Gaming news moving forward. And one last thing I want to touch on before we do close out tonight, or I lied, 2 things. One, thank you to everybody for tuning in, of course, supporting the squad, and whether it's your family members, friends, or classmates, or you're just here for the team, thank you for tuning in. But the actual last thing I want to touch on, of course, you like these jackets? Go get one. We have the Saints merch drop coming up. This is going to be just the start. As you see, that's one of the jackets that we've been wearing right to the left-hand side. If you like that by chance, hop on over to acquire.ca/Saints. Get one of your own. Because, of course, our Acquire store is something that the marketing team has been doing an absolute fantastic job of trying to update, actually. So whether it be the jackets, whether it be the shirts, and there's way more designs, sweaters, something you definitely want to keep an eye on. So make sure you check it out and represent some Saints swag.
Yeah, 100%. My camera, we're working on it day by day. Hopefully one of these days it fixes.
My smoke missed, man. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. I'm trying to defuse the bomb. All right.
Well, there, I'm covering
All
you,
right.
man. I'm covering you.
Overall, guys, though, you really appreciate all the support. We got Saints games pretty much every single night, so be sure to drop a follow, tune in, like Danners was going on just about the schedule. We really appreciate you guys all tuning in. And, my name's The Pride, joined alongside Dan, streaming for St. Clair Saints, and we will catch you on the next one.